Washington politicians are up to their usual blame game this time of year. And obviously, once the government shutdown happens, the story is not the shutdown, the story is the finger pointing, right? And both sides already have their talking points. Perception, however, is everything in politics. Republicans control the House, the Senate, and the White House. So they are going to have to figure out how to explain to voters why somehow, when they control the entire legislative branch and the executive branch, that somehow it is Democrats' fault. And we went back to try to figure out how this might happen. So we went back to, well, our favorite television show, The West Wing, and President Jed Bartlet.
Let's be clear, sir. We cannot, we will not vote to keep on footing the bill. You will be held responsible for shutting down the federal government. Then shut it down.
Now, Donald Trump tried something like that back in 2018, and it was an epic disaster for him in every way, shape, and form. And you just saw reality TV. This is real life. And it's easy to joke about a government shutdown, non-essential employees don't have to come to work, blah, blah, blah. Wouldn't that be great? If you're not essential, why are we paying you? The effect of a government shutdown is really significant, especially on the Americans who work for the government. And even those who work in the private sector, there is enormous ripple effects. Our partners at The Hill report U.S. airlines warn shutdown may slow flights because air traffic controllers and Transportation Security Administration employees would be required to work without pay. So think about that for a second, because politicians won't do their job and compromise like the American people ask them to. Millions of hardworking Americans who are making not six-figure salaries, oftentimes risking their life or certainly putting up with an enormous amount of heartache for the general good, don't get paid. That's not fair. President Trump says he intends to make this shutdown as painful as possible.
A lot of good can come down from shutdowns. We can get rid of a lot of things that we didn't want. We can do things during the shutdown that are irreversible, that are bad for them and irreversible by them, like cutting vast numbers of people out, cutting things that they like, cutting programs that they like.
Those comments from the president are the main reason Democrats are winning the messaging battle. Here's how they are framing the looming shutdown.
President Trump seems to be spoiling for a fight. He refused to even meet with Democratic leaders until yesterday.
They want to go into a shutdown so that way they can take away health care from more people.
Trump admitted himself that he is using Americans as political pawns.
Is this the golden age that Donald Trump promised? Medicare about to be gutted by $500 billion with a T dollars?
Okay, so there are compromises Republicans could have made. They decided not to. That's going to be a decision they have to own during the midterms next year.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.